Hey everyone, welcome on. This is your reset series. We are uncovering ways to reset your body, your time, and even your debt. So today we're actually going to focus on the body. And whether you're catching this live or on replay, let us know. Drop a hi in the comments below. And definitely be sure to come back tomorrow because we're going to talk about how to reset your time with guest expert Haley Rowe. I'm really excited to share that with you guys. Lots of really good tips there. I'm Sarah Glenn. Welcome to Social Jane, where we discover ways to elevate your day to day with good vibes, good food, and most of all, good people. So, can you agree that sometimes we don't need a revolutionary reset? Sometimes all we need is just small incremental changes that they lead to improving happiness and keeping our bodies, minds, and hearts just in the positive, right? We don't need crazy change to feel like we've hit the reset button. Sometimes small stuff really is what makes the biggest difference, right? So today we're going to chat about a few ways that you can reset your body that aren't going to break the bank and aren't going to break your spirits. Because let's be honest, when we set goals to reset our bodies or to do something different, sometimes we self-sabotage because we're setting the goal a little too high. Like it's okay to have just a small goal of feeling a little bit better than you did the day before, right? So one of the biggest opportunities for impact and finding a way to reset yourself is doing so within the realm of your current reality. So, like, what does that really mean? That means your immediate environment. That means the things that are already around you, the things that you're already having access to, which means you don't need to go buy something to make good, positive change, right? So let's focus on the realm of our current reality because that is the easiest way to start, right? So, some good discovery questions might be: what is the right amount of kindness that I am giving? Am I killing myself with my own kindness? And I read this in a book recently, and this is a concept that really, really made me think. Like, we're told all the time that, we need to be polite and we need to be kind. And yes, that's great. Like, be a good human. But if it comes at the expense of your mental health, then maybe it means you're being stretched too thin, right? Like, ask yourself these hard questions. Is my own kindness killing me? Am I being stretched too thin? And in turn, am I getting enough sleep? Am I feeling exhausted even when I get 8 hours of sleep? There's so many signs that our body gives us. We just need to listen to it, right? So, a few tips that can help to reset your body so we can go into 2023 being the badass people that we are. Um, Here's a couple tips. Swap your scroll for some soul searching, that is. Set aside some time, however much time that looks like for you. If it's 2 minutes, if it's 20 minutes, great. Don't judge yourself for how much or how little time you have to do self-care, right? Like, don't start the self-care journey already judging yourself that maybe you're not doing it right. Trust me, as long as you're doing it right. So setting aside some time to possibly meditate or maybe even journal. And journaling doesn't mean you have to be good at writing. Journaling means if you've got something on your brain that you cannot stop thinking about, positive or negative, doesn't matter. But if it's just weighing on you and you can't stop thinking about it, put it on paper, because then your brain is completing this cycle that whatever is happening is now in motion and will inevitably either be done or will be in the process of being done, right? So by trapping it in our brains and never getting it out, whether that be verbal or written, it doesn't need to stay in there, right? Get it out on paper, journal it down. It's just going to help you a lot. And even taking like a hot shower. You guys, water is such a fantastic conduit for energy and can really be, it's one of the quietest spaces in your whole house, right? Like, even if you're a parent, odds are that showers are probably one of the places that you can really have church, like actual alone time, right? So use that time to really just sit with yourself and do some soul searching if you need to, or just have quiet thoughts. It doesn't really matter. That's the beauty of it, is there's no judgment and you're never doing it wrong as long as you're just doing it. And speaking of showers, water, you guys, water is one of the quickest and easiest ways to reset the body. It naturally flushes out all your toxins and it helps your organs function like they're supposed to. So what my rule of thumb that I like to go with on water is drinking my like half of my body weight in ounces every day. That's like a minimum. My real goal is I try to do about 100 ounces of water a day. I don't quite weigh that, but that doesn't mean that I can't drink 100 ounces of water. And trust me when I tell you, when you start drinking water on the regular, like I would say probably 60 ounces or more a day, when that becomes a regular habit for you, your body will crave it. And you won't even think twice about grabbing the bottle of water. It won't feel like a chore because your body just needs it. And we need water to function. So, like I said, one of the quickest and easiest ways that you can reset your body when you're feeling fatigued, exhausted, drink your water. So, on the topic of like guts and organs and such, another big way for me that I hit the reset button is I take vitamins. I am a huge advocate of all natural supplementation, mostly because it's incredibly difficult to actually get the full nutritional value of the foods that we eat. I mean, it would be fantastic if we could. I love food. I would eat all the food to get all the nutrients. But let's be realistic here. The way our food is grown, processed, etc., we just don't get the nutritional value that we did probably, 100 years ago or something. So, and that's even assuming that we're actually eating foods that are fueling us, not fast foods, not all these high processed foods, frozen dinners and all that. Like those don't have the nutritional value, even though they may have some of the ingredients that are nutritious for you. At a certain point, they really lose a lot of their value when they're just so over processed. So, for that reason alone, is one of the biggest reasons I take supplements. Honestly, the supplements I take, I started because I had a very specific goal, which was to lose weight. I lost that weight. And now I take my supplements because I want to maintain that weight loss, but I also want a really, really healthy gut. And when I say gut, it's everything. I know you can't really see it, but it's everything below your chest, right? It is so incredibly important to take care of this section of your body. And I actually feel like this is a part of the body that really is underrated. People don't talk about it enough. We talk about mental health, we talk about brain health, we talk about heart health, but we don't talk about gut health enough. And you actually have more synapses in your gut than you do in your brain. And 90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut, not in your brain. So taking care of our gut means better sleep, better mood, less like possibilities for depressions and things of that nature. You're more regular, which is incredibly important for getting rid of toxins in your body. It decreases bloating. I mean, there are so many things that happen in the gut. When we take care of it, it's incredible how everything else starts to fall into place. I'm happy to share a list of my go-to supplements with anybody who's interested. So just drop like vitamin in the comments below, and I'll send you the list of what I take currently. So lastly, I want to talk about the last tip that I use for resetting my body is moving my body. This doesn't have to be anything super extreme. Again, we're talking about the realm of your current reality. I'm not talking about going and spending hundreds of dollars on a personal trainer or going to the gym. I'm not talking about going anywhere except for putting on your sneakers and going for a walk. Like walking, it is one of the most vital ways that you can get your body reset and snapped into a better mood and more energy. Walking reduces stress, it lowers your blood pressure, increases energy levels, improves your sleep, And bonus, like you may discover a new place that you hadn't seen before if you like to be adventurous on your walks, right? So, all of these tips that I've mentioned to reset your body, these are all things that you can do today. Like, these are probably things that are already in your house or that you have access to. And if you don't, this whole community is a community of people that have the same kind of wants and needs. And so, like, reach out, right? Everybody here is willing to help everybody else. So, these are all super, super easy tips to start implementing. And now it's your turn to go and do that, right? So, like, which of these tips really resonates with you? What's something that you think you could take today and say, okay, yeah, I'm going to go do this? Is it maybe some soul searching, spending like 2 minutes meditating, or taking a nice hot shower and, telling your family, I'll be back in 15. I need some time alone? Is it maybe drinking some water, like more water, and doing it with intention? Set a timer every 2 hours and say, I'm going to drink 12 ounces of water every 2 hours today, and I'm going to see how I feel. Yeah, you might go pee more frequently, but that's okay. That's the body functioning the way it's supposed to. Um, are you going to maybe try to take some more supplements or get back into a supplement routine that you used to have when you were feeling really good, right? Or maybe you're going to go take a walk, move your body a little bit. All of these things are at our fingertips and we could be doing every single day, but sometimes we let life get in the way of us. And especially during the holiday season, it can be really, really tricky to set time aside for us. But just know that when you're feeling like you're running at, 10% instead of 100%, that's all you can really give the people around you too. So it really, really benefits you and the people around you when you can pour into yourself and you can energize and give yourself life, then you can do that tenfold for the people around you. So I hope that this has been super helpful, and be sure to come back tomorrow because I have our special guest expert, Haley Rowe. She is going to be sharing her tried and true tips on how to reset your time and drop the overwhelm. So I'll see you back in here tomorrow.